The 5-year-old boy was terrified. He saw that his mother's flight would be struck by a meteor in 1 hour. He quickly grabbed the phone to call her, but realized she had left her mobile at home. Suddenly a line of subtitles flashed before his eyes. His heart pounded with panic. He gathered all his coins, grabbed a photo of his parents, and rushed to the corporation building, but the guards at the gate refused to let him in. Then he spotted a janitor's cart nearby, and had a sudden idea. He hid inside and successfully sneaked in, but as soon as he stepped out, he bumped into the richest man, who was there to pressure the CEO into a blind date. The man was shocked. The boy looked exactly like the CEO when he was little. At that moment the subtitles reminded the boy. This rich man was the CEO's father. He begged him to take him to the CEO, but the father thought his son had been single for years. How could he possibly have such a big child? So to be sure, he plucked a hair from the boy's shoulder and ordered a DNA test, but the results would take half an hour. Helplessly the father brought him to the office first. When the boy heard the CEO wasn't there, he lied that he needed the bathroom, then took the elevator straight to the CEO's floor. Right there he ran into the heiress, who was on her way to meet the CEO for a date. She immediately asked whose child he was. When she heard his father was the CEO, she was stunned. She had stayed by the CEO's side for 6 years, knowing he never touched another woman. But when she heard the mother's name, she finally understood. The boy was the CEO's real son. 6 years ago, the boy's mother and the CEO had been deeply in love. He even gave her his family heirloom pendant. He thought they would be together forever, but suddenly she broke up with him, saying she would get a big payoff for leaving. The CEO believed she was greedy for money, but behind it all was the heiress. She had written a check in the father's name, forcing the woman to leave, or else the CEO would be cast out of the company. Not wanting to ruin his future, the woman left, only to discover she was pregnant. Over the years the boy not only took care of himself, but also helped care for his mother, earning pity from anyone who knew. Now the boy had found his way to them. The heiress panicked that the truth would come out, so she lied that she would take him to the CEO, but planned to spirit him away instead. She didn't know the boy had a subtitle system, and already knew she was a bad woman. He struggled and cried for help. Soon people gathered. He pointed at the heiress and called her out. When everyone turned to look at her, he shouted again and pointed behind them. She instinctively turned around, and he slipped away. Furious, she summoned security to chase him. The subtitles reminded him the CEO's meeting was about to end, but with guards closing in, he scattered marbles on the ground to block them. Just as he was about to reach the CEO, the heiress caught him again. The subtitles warned him his mother's plane was about to take off. Time was running out. Tears streamed down his face. In desperation, he bit her arm, then ran to grab the CEO's leg. The heiress rushed up behind and quickly lied that the boy was her sister's child, trying to drag him away, but the boy insisted his mother's plane was in danger and begged the CEO to stop it. The heiress claimed he had an overactive imagination and told the CEO not to believe him, but the CEO noticed something odd. How could the boy know his first love's name? About to slip up, the heiress stammered, saying their past affair was well known, so it wasn't strange he knew. The CEO reluctantly accepted that explanation and ordered security to take the boy away, but then he spotted the pendant on the boy's chest and finally realized the child was truly his own son.